All right, Virginia moving toward a future where the sale of recreational marijuana is legal. A bill on this issue passed its first hurdle in the Virginia General Assembly. Senators passed legislation that speeds up the process, and if it continues on that track, you could be walking into a dispensary as early as September 15th. But can this bill get through easily, or will it face a lot of roadblocks? Delia Gonzalez is with us tonight to verify. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Lorenzo, lots of conversation around this. In 2020, Virginia decriminalized marijuana. Then in July 2021, the Commonwealth became the first southern state to legalize it. You could possess marijuana, but you could not purchase. Former Governor Ralph Northam wanted to greenlight the sale of pot in 2024, but this bill passed by the Senate speeds up that process by a whole 16 months. Our sources, the Virginia General Assembly, Chelsea Higgs-Wise, the Executive Director of Marijuana Justice, and J.M. Pedini, Executive Director of the Virginia chapter of NORML, the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws.
This bill faces an uphill battle in the Republican-controlled House of Delegates.
The bill passed, sponsored by Alexandria Senator Adam Ebbin, would clear the way for the sale of recreational marijuana in September. In a statement, the Democrats said, quote, "This ensures consumers can purchase safe, regulated products legally."
In 2020, Virginia had the fourth largest illicit market in the nation, valued at over $1.8 billion.
The unlicensed market or the informal market actually decreases when we make an accessible entry point to the market. That means including social equity operators day one.
According to the bill, an equity and diversity support team will be established to offer training and opportunity for women, minority, and veteran-owned businesses. But Chelsea Higgs-Wise fears the sped-up process will make it difficult to achieve those goals of equity.
We are really worried that Black communities, Latinx communities, Indigenous communities will be the bargaining chip that doesn't make it to these final negotiations. All of the marijuana bills were put into one large bill before passage. We now have to think about what happens to the resentencing parts that we do want to happen for those that are still incarcerated because of marijuana offenses.
The Democrats missed a real opportunity to button this all up in 2021. Now facing a divided government, it will be even more difficult to find peace in the valley on marijuana legalization.
So it's important to note that medical marijuana is legal in the state of Virginia. This bill, if passed, would allow you to go to an existing medical marijuana dispensary and get your weed, purchase your marijuana without a prescription. That is, if the bill is passed, it now has to move to the GOP-controlled House, and its future there is uncertain. Zoe?
Yeah, all right, Dee, so why was the timeline for recreational sales set at 2024, nearly 3 years after lawmakers legalized marijuana?
Yeah, that was a long time frame, right? A big gap. The advocacy group NORML that you heard from in that piece thinks that was way too long of a time frame and actually fueled the illicit market for marijuana in the Commonwealth. But the idea for the long gap was intentional. It was to ensure that regulators had a lot of time to get on board and that more Black and brown business owners could position themselves to join the marketplace. Former Governor Ralph Northam also wanted to create a fund for those folks who have been jailed on marijuana offenses, but all of that is all up in the air.
All right, Delia, thank you so much. Charlotte?